Okay, we have our test on Friday. Today is Wednesday, so we're just gonna review sequencing and cause and effect. So with sequencing, there are signal words, and something has to happen first, something could happen next, then, or last. With cause and effect, you have the why as the cause and the what as the effect. Okay, so let's look at sequencing. So we're just gonna look at this activity before we do anything, and you're gonna have some images. We're just gonna look at the images and see what is gonna be described as what is happening in order. So in this picture, it says in the picture that happened first, the candle has to be lit, okay? I know the next picture happened second because now the candle is melting and the wax is dripping. Can the wax be dripping, and could the candle have been lit, or could the candle be dripping the wax if it was not lit first? No. That wouldn't really make sense. Yes, but you would still have to light it at some point for it to be dripping already. Okay, so here's level 1. Let's look at these two illustrations. One has a candy bar that is open. And then in the next one, what are you noticing about the candy bar, Drake? I said Drake. If your name is not Drake, I only have one in here.
The owner of the chocolate bar who bought it and opened it took a little nip out of it.
Okay, so let's describe what's happening first. Raise your hand. Who can say first? First. Tucker.
He opened the chocolate bar.
Say it louder, please.
He bought the chocolate bar and opened it.
Okay, so he bought the chocolate bar, or had the chocolate bar and opened the wrapper, which would then say next. Drake.
The owner nipped out of it.
Okay, so he took a bite out of it. Okay, similar thing. Let's look at this one. Okay, remember they're not always going to be in order. You're going to put them in order sometimes. So let's look at first. First, what had to have happened, Grace?
First you had to get the pumpkin from the pumpkin patch and buy it.
Okay, so they went to the pumpkin patch and bought a pumpkin, which would then lead us to what happening next, Dawson. They gutted and did whatever to the inside and carved a face and, yep, into the pumpkin. Okay, now we're adding 3 in, just because I think she needed to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I think, or she needed you. So now we have 3. We started with 2, now we have 3, which means one's going to be in the beginning, middle, and at the end, okay? If you're just looking at the pictures, do not get tricked. Alyssa, what has to happen first?
So first you begin as a baby.
Then what would happen as you're growing from a baby came
That you would grow into
a child to a teenager, which would then lead us to what, Lacey? An adult. Make sure your name is not being called on and you're not talking. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, this one could get a little tricky. Okay, the reason this one could get a little tricky is because this could be bedtime, like going to bed, or it could be morning, waking up. Okay, so which one do we want to make it, bed or morning?
Morning.
5. Raise your hand if you want it to be bedtime.
We're sleeping. Like Wait, what?
Okay, bedtime. What happens first? And if this is bedtime, what happens first? What? Uh-oh. Hold on, Alyssa. Jessa, what happens first?
First, he went outside and played around.
Okay, so he was playing outside. Which would be next, what person?
He goes inside and takes a shower.
Okay, he was playing outside, got dirty. Next, he went inside to take a bath or a shower. And last, what happened, Landon?
He went to sleep.
He went to sleep. Last one we're going to look at. Angela, first.
First,
You got to be louder than that, baby.
first he goes.
Okay, first they do what?
She wants cupcakes.
She wants the cupcake, so what she's like thinking. She's like, donut cupcake sounds so good right now. So because she wants a cupcake and she's thinking about it in her head, next, Christine,
She started to bake it.
she started to bake it, which means she's gonna do what?
She's making the cupcake.
She's getting all of the ingredients to make the cupcake. So last, Blake,
She makes the cupcake.
the cupcakes are done. She has them. Okay. If I had to look at this one, okay, and I see a microwave, I see popcorn, and I see corn. Well, one of them has to happen first. Harper,
First, you do this.
yeah, we gotta have the corn first, okay? Some of you would have gotten tricked on this one. So if I have the corn now, then the corn can do what, Colton?
It can microwave.
Okay, I'm gonna take the corn and microwave the corn, and then the corn is gonna,
Pop.
everybody, the corn is then gonna
Pop.
into
Popcorn.
But if I didn't have the corn, then I couldn't put it in a microwave, then it would not become the popcorn. Okay, let's do one more. Let's finish with this one. Look at it for a second. So these are 4 now. So look at the keywords and the signal words. Sorry, this one. This is the one we need to look at, my bad. Sorry, it's this one. Okay, if I have first, next, after that, finally, use your signal words when I call on you. Haven't I heard one today? Victoria, go.
So first you have
First, good.
to write the letter.
Okay, so first I am writing the letter. Who's after Victoria? Let's go to Sophia. Next, I have to put it in a envelope. Okay. So if I put it in the envelope, I wrote it, I put it in the envelope, what has to happen after I put it in the envelope? Mathis.
You put it in the mail.
Well, that would be this one.
Yes.
Okay. So then what is this picture?
Where they are.
You're taking out the mail and seeing the letter.
Finally.
Okay, so this will be after they put it in the mail. Then finally would be
She opens it.
somebody opens it. Okay, that one could be tricky because in order to mail something, sometimes you have to have stamps. So that could be either them opening it or them putting the stamp on it. It could be a little tricky. Keywords are very important. A lot of us on our paper the other day missed the cause, not the sequencing ones, but the cause and effect ones because they were out of order. But the signal words were there. So it said, John can run fast every day because he has been practicing. But that they're out of order. He can't run fast if he had not practiced every day first. So even though they're not in order, you have to make sure you're looking for those signal words, okay? Okay, computers out, go, and then stop.